So we're locked down again, but if you're lucky enough to have a back garden, you can get some much needed practice in. Now the first thing that you need to ensure when you're shooting in your back garden is that you've got a safe backstop. I get quite a lot of letters into the magazine asking what I suggest and what can I use, this, can I use that. First rule, do not use wood. Okay, wood is springy, and if you're shooting a lump of plywood or hardboard or anything like that, even a bit of pine, shooting at that in your back garden, chances are you're going to get a ricochet and it's going to send that pellet straight back at you. What you want is something solid like a steel plate. You know, I've got one of these pellet catchers. This one is completely old and battered. Still got a few pellets in there now. It's an old Bisbee one. I've had it for absolutely donkey's years. Solid steel plate at the back there. You put your targets in that. But what if I told you could build yourself a safe backstop bunker for less than a tenner? Yes. Okay, so all the garden centres are still open. B&Qs, you know, all the outdoor shops, do-it-yourself shops. What I've got down here, I've got 4 paving slabs. They cost me £1.50 each. I've got an old bag of building sand that I found in the shed, but I've looked online, you can get them for less than £2. Pair of pliers and some garden wire. I think I got that for £2 as well. So what's that? 6, 7, 8, yeah, about a tenner. You might be able to get it for less than a tenner. Very, very easy to build, and you can put it up, take it down, move it around your garden, you know, change it up a bit. So let's show you how to build it, shall we? Okay, so I mentioned you want a hard backstop. Okay, now the sand here, all that is just to suck up the pellets. You know, the pellets are going to end up stuck in there, and there's no chance of getting a ricochet from that. You don't have to have a bag of sand in it. You can just use the 4 paving slabs, and you can chuck anything you want in there, anything you want really at all. Right, I'm going to put some gloves on because it's still below freezing here in Lincolnshire in the garden. It's absolutely freezing. You probably saw that on my breath when I was doing the intro bit. Okay, now the other advantage of using a bag of sand or something like that is that it gives you a platform to rest your first slab up against. So, you know, try and get that sort of almost vertical. You get the 2 side ones on first like that. Okay, now they are going to move back a bit. The top one holds it all together, but I'll show you what the wire's for in a minute. Okay, so that's near enough there. It is easier with 2 of you, but you can do it with 1. Just prop that up with your leg. Okay, so you've got your back. Rest that on top. Pull all this together. Pull that one back up. That's it, we're nearly there. There we go. Okay. Now that's pretty solid on its own. If you want to make it even more solid, so where you get your garden wire. Now I always do this because, as you'll see in a minute, it gives you something to hang your targets off. So if you go round the top part like so, let's do it around the front so you can see. Cut it off to roughly the right length, twizzle it round, and I'll just sort of, it's not even a granny knot really. And what you want to do is get your pliers in the middle of that, pinch it up, not too tightly, twizzle it up. Yeah, now you can, if you really wanted to go to town on it, you could put a wood brace in the top there or at the bottom, but you don't really need to. Right, there we go. Especially if you want to keep taking it down and moving it about. I mean, I'm going to be shooting, it's about 22, 24 metres from my bench at the other end of the garden there. I'll shoot down here, then I'll move it over the other side of the garden, move it a little bit closer. You know, you can do what you want really. You can put another length of wire around the bottom as well, or around the middle, give you something to clip your targets to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's as simple as that. So that's your backstop bunker built. Let's try saying that after a few beers. What you want to do, get your target, grab yourself a couple of clothes pegs, don't let the wife see, and clip your target on. There you go, that's not going anywhere, and the sand's going to suck the pellets up. Spot on.